love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now he will sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress were that kind of fruit. Good night, Romeo. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek it here, which means not be found.
He jests of scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light can come from filtways? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief that thou her maid art far more fair than she. It is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I'm too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if they were there? They, in her head, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp, and her eye through the airy region would stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I may touch that cheek.
Ay me.
Oh, she speaks. Speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as a winged messenger of heaven unto the upturned, white, wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him as he bestrides the puffy clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy, thou art thyself. Though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name that we would call a rose by any other word but so sweet? And Romeo, what he not Romeo called, retained that dear affection which he always without that title. So Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me, but love, and I'll be new baptized. Hence I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bestreamed in night so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am, dear saint, for my name is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I'd tear the word.
My tongue has not yet heard 100 of that tongue's uttering it, and I know the sound. Thou art Romeo and Montague.
Neither, fair maid, if either thee is like.
How camest thou hither? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and that place death considering who thou art. If any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do that love dares attempt, therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords, and look thou but sweet, I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued by wanting of your love.
By whose direction foundest out this place?
By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, if wert thou as far as the vast sea, washed with the farthest shore, I would adventure for such merchandise.
O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But in truth, fair Montague, I am too fond. Therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. But I will prove more true than those who have more coin to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess. But that thou overheardest I was aware. Therefore, in pardons imputing to yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips.
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that changes in her monthly circle orb, lest love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear, unless thou dost swear by thyself, the god of my idolatry. Then I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear
Well,
love.
do not swear at all. Though I find joy in this contract, I find no joy in it tonight. For it is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning which ceases to exist, ere one can say it lightens. Therefore, this bud of love by summer's ripening breath shall prove to be a beauteous flower the next time we shall meet. Therefore, good night, sweet repose and rest. Come to thy heart as within thy breast.
Wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I did give it to thee before thee didst request it. And yet I would it were to give again.
What wouldst thou withdraw it for, love?
But to be frank, I give it to thee again. For my bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep, for both are infinite.
Madame!
I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse, sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little while, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard, being in night, this is all but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, then good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send to me tomorrow, and I will procure to come to thee, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madame!
But I do beseech thee,
Madame!
if thou knowest not Anon! So leave me to my strife, and leave me to my grief. Therefore, good night.
1,000 times to worse to want thy light.
Romeo,
My dove,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Then let me stand here till I remember it.
I will forget to have thee standing here, remembering why I love thy company.
Then I'll still stand here, having thee still forgetting any other home than this.
It is almost morning. I would have thee gone no further than a wanton's bird that lets it hop a little from its hand, that plucks it back with a silken thread, so jealous loving of its liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I would kill thee with much cherishing. So good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that we shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell in thy breast, peace in thine eye. Would I will sleep in peace, so sweet to rest. Hence, to my friar's close cell, his help to crave, and my dear hap to tell. Good morrow, father.
Benedicite, what tell thy tongue so sweet soothes me? Young son, why gives it your stubborn head so soon but good more to thy bed? Care keeps its watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. But where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth touch his limbs, there going to sleep doth reign. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art aroused by some distemperature. Or, if not so, then here I did right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou, Rosalind?
Rosalind, my ghostly father, no. I've forgotten that name, and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee, ere thou askest me again, I've been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me, that's by me wounded. Both our help within thy holy physic lies, and I bear no hatred. For lo, my intercession likewise steads my foe.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling thrift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. And do thou close our hands with holy marriage.
Holy Saint Francis, what it changes here. Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Is it, Maria? Would a deal of brine hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline? How much salt water, thrown away in waste, to season love, of that of it doth not taste? The sun, not yet thy sighs from heaven clears, thy old groan ring yet in my ancient ears. Lo, tear upon thy cheek, the stain doth say an old tear that is not washed off yet. If ere thou wast thyself in these woes thine, thou in these woes were all for Rosaline. And art thou changed? Put on so sense then. Women may fall when there's no strength in men.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline,
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
and badest me very long.
Not in a grave to lay one in another to have.
Then chide not where I love now, for both grace for grace and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well thy love did breathe by rote that could not spell. But come, young waver, come, go with me. In one respect, I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your house so strong cruel to pure love.
Let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, they stumbled upon fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
That same pale-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman's old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
Challenge on my life!
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he shall answer the letter's master how he dares, being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo is already dead, stabbed with the white wench's black eye, shot through the ear with a love song, the very pit of his heart cleft with the blind bow-boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
What is Tybalt?
More than the Prince of Cats. Oh, he's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights his new St. Crick's song. He rests his men at rest. 1, 2, and a third in the bosom. The very butcher of the silk button. A duelist. A gentleman of the first house of the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal Passado, the Punto Reverso, the high.
The what?
The pox of such antics, these lisping, affecting phantasmines, these new tuners of accents. By Jesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore. Why, is this not a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we should be thus afflicted with these strange flies, these fashion mongers, these pardon me's who stand so much on the new form that they cannot sit at ease on the old bench? Oh, their bones, their bones.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Without his roan like a giant herring. Signor Romeo, bonjour! There's a French salutation to your French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That's as much to say. Such a case as yours may cause a man to bow in the hams.
Meaning to curtsy.
That was most kindly hit it. I'm the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Then tell me, why then is my pump well flowered?
Sure, wit. Follow me this jest till thou hast worn out thy pump. And when the single soul of it is worn, the jest will remain, after the wearing solely singular.
Single-souled jest, solely singular for the singleness.
Come between us, good Benvolio, my wits faint.
Switch and spurs, or I'll cry a match.
Nay, if our wits run the wild goose chase, then I am done. For you have more of the wild goose in one of your wits than I, sure I have in my whole 5. Was I with you there for the goose?
I was not there with me for anything, if thou was not there for the goose.
I will bite thee by the ear for that jest.
Nay, nay, good goose, bite not.
Your wit is a very bitter sweeting. It's the most sharp sauce.
And is it not served best into a sweet goose?
It is a wit of Chevreul that stretches from an inch narrow to an ell broad.
Broad. I stretch it out for that word. Broad. Being added to the goose proves thee far and wide. A broad goose.
Is this not better now than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art by art as well as nature. For this love is like a great natural that runs lolling up and down behind its bauble in a hole.
Stop there, stop there.
Thou desirest me to stop in my tail against the hair.
Thou wouldst also make thy tail large.
Well, thou art deceived. I would have made it short, for I had come to the whole depth of my tail and meant to occupy the argument no longer.
Here's good to hear.
A sail!
Suits you his shirt and his smock.
Peter,
Anon.
my fan, Peter.
Good Peter to hide her face, for her fan's the fairer face.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
God ye good Eden, fair gentlewoman.
Is it good Ian?
'Tis no less, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you, what a man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made himself to mar.
By my troth, it is well said. For himself tomorrow, quoth he. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I may tell you, but young Romeo will be much older when you have found him than when you have sought him. I'm the youngest of that name, for fault over worse.
You say well.
Yeah, as the worst well. Very well took I faith, wisely.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will indict him to some supper.
Abad, so ho.
What hast thou found?
No hair, sir, unless a hair, sir, in a Lenten pie, that is stale and hoar ere it be spent. Romeo, will you to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
I'll follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady. Lady.
I pray you, sir, who was this saucy merchant so full of his own ropery?
A gentleman, good nurse, who loves to hear himself talk, and will say more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
And he say anything against me, I'll take him down. And he were lustier than he is, and 20 such jacks. And if I cannot, I'll find those that shall. Scurvy knave, I am none of his flirt skills, I am none of his skeins mates. And you too, who must stand by and suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure?
I saw no man use you at his pleasure. If I had, my weapon should quickly have him out. I warn you, I dare draw as soon as another man if I see occasion in a good quarrel, and the law on my side.
For God, I am so vexed that every part of me quivers. I pray you, sir, a word.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady. I do protest unto thee.
As I told you, my lady bid me inquire you out. What she bade me say, I will keep it to myself. But first, let me tell ye, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise, as they say, it would be very gross behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore if you should deal double with her, truly it is an ill thing to offer any gentlewoman in very weak feeling.
What wilt thou tell her? Thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her, sir, that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, where, at my Friar Lawrence's cell, she shall be shrived and married.
This afternoon, sir, she will be there, sir.
And nurse, behind the abbey wall you shall stay, and my man will be with thee within the hour, and he will bring thee cords made like a tackled stair, to which the high top gallant of my joy will be my convoy in this secret night.
I, God in heaven bless thee. Hark ye, sir, is your man secret? Have you ne'er hearsay who may keep counsel putting one away?
I warrant thee, nurse, my man's as true as steel.
Well, my mistress is the sweetest lady. Lord, it was just a prating thing. Oh, there's a nobleman in town, one in Paris, would fain lay knife aboard. I tell her often that Paris would be the proper match, but when I do so, she turns as pale as any cloud from the versa world. Doth not Rosemary and Romeo both begin with a letter?
Aye, what of that, nurse? Both with an R?
Ha, Mako, that's the dog's name. R is for... No, surely it begins with some other letter. She has the prettiest sententious of it, of you and Rosemary. It would do you good to hear it.
Well, commend me to thy mistress and lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter,
Anon.
before the pace.
The clock struck 9 and I did to the nurse. Pretend she cannot meet him. That is not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts which glide 10 times faster over alluring hills, and therefore do nimble pinioned doves draw love, and hath the wind-swift Cupid wings. Now is the sun upon the highmost hill. Of that day shooting from 9 to 12, I bid her come, and yet she is not here. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball, and my words would bandy her love to me, and his to mine. But old folk, they feign as if they were dead, unwieldy, slow, pale, and heavy as lead. Oh, honey nurse, here she comes. Oh, nurse, hast thou met him? Send thy man away.
Peter, stay at the gate.
Oh Lord, why lookest thou sad? If the music be good, shame is to me for playing it to move so sour a face.
I am weary. Give me a leave while. Why, how my bones ache. What a jaunt have I.
I would I had thy bones and I thy news. Now, good nurse, speak.
Jesus, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to me to say that thou art out of breath? The excuse of this delay doth take longer than the tale thou dost excuse. Now say either, and I'll say the circumstance. Let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
You have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo, oh, no, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, and his leg excels all men's, and for a foot, and a hand, and a body, though they be not to be talked on, they are past compare. He's not the flower of courtesy, but I warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench, serve God. What? Have you tried it?
No! All this I did know before, what he says of our marriage, what of that?
Oh, my head, it aches. What a head have I. It beats as it would fall in 1,000 pieces. Oh, my back, that other side, my back.
Ay, Faith, I am sorry thou art not feeling well. That's what says my love.
Your love says, like an honest and a kind and a courteous, and I warrant a virtuous. Where's your mother?
Where is my mother? Where should she be? Why, she's within. How honest thou replies, like an honest gentleman. Where is your mother?
By my lady dear, well, are you so hot? By my trow, is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
Here's such a coil. That says Romeo.
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. They'll be scarlet straight at any news. Hie you to the cell. I must away for a ladder for your blood to climb the bird nest soon at night. I am the drudge and toil in your delight, but you will bear the burden soon at
Hie
night.
to high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act that drowns the sorrow chanting now.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that just one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy marriage, then let love devouring death come, and do what he may. It's enough that I may but call him mine.
These violent delights have violent ends and in their triumph die, like fire and powder, which, as they kiss, consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome to its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore love moderately, long loved also. Too swift drives as tardy as too slow. Here comes in my lady, also like a foot, when there were out the everlasting flint. A lover may bestride the grosses that idles in the wanton summer air, and yet not fall, so light is vanity.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for a spell.
As much to him, for his thanks is too much.
Ah, sweet Juliet, If thy joy be heaped like mine, and thy skill be more to blazon it, then sweeten with thy breath this neighbor air, and that rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
Conceit, more rich in matter than in words, for he brags of substance, not of ornament. For they are the beggars that can count their wealth, and my true love is from such access that I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Come with me, we will make short work. For, by your leave, you shall not stay alone till Holy Church and court 2 in 1.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad, and if we meet now, we shall not skip abroad. For now, these hot days, is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of those fellows that, when he enters the confines of a tavern, slaps me a sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and then by the operation of the second cup, draws down the drawer when there indeed is no need.
I like such a fellow.
Thou art as hot as a moon as a jack as any in Italy, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
And what two?
And nay, and there were two such, for one would kill the other. Thou wilt quarrel with a man who has a hair more or a hair less in his beard than thou hast. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason than thou hast hazel eyes. What eye but such an eye could spy out such a quarrel? Your head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and it's been beaten as idle as an egg for quarreling. Did you not quarrel with a man for coughing because he had wakened your dog that had lain asleep in the sun? With a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, and with another for tying his new shoes with old ribbon? And you tutor me from quarreling.
And I was so apt to quarrel as thou art. Any man should pay the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
The fee simple? How simple.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Good day, gentlemen. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and blow.
You will find me action up to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consort with Romeo.
Consort? What? Does thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us. Here's to nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's I shall make you dance. That's consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure, I.
Will peace be with you. Here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if you wear your livery. Marry, go before the field. Your worship in that sense may call him man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I do have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage that come with such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore, I see thou knowest me not. Farewell.
Boy, this is not excuse the injuries that thou hast done to me. Therefore turn and draw.
Injuries. I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, until thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulets, whose name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
O calm, dishonorable, vile submission, all staccato carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What would thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives, which I mean to take full withal. And, as you shall use me hereafter, try be the rest of the 8. When you take your sword out of its pilcher by the ears, make haste, lest mine be about your ears ere it be out.
I am for you.
Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, your passado.
Draw, Benvolio, beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. The prince hath expressly forbidden banning in Verona streets. Hold, Tybalt, good Mercutio.
Away, Tybalt! I am hurt. A plague on both your houses. I am sped. Is he gone and hath nothing?
Why, art thou hurt?
Aye, scratch, scratch. Mary, 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Where is my page? Go, villain. Fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, not as deep as a well, nor Wide as a church door, but 'tis enough, 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you will find me a grave man. I am peppered, I warrant, for this world.
A plague on both your houses! Sounds! A dog, a cat, a rat to scratch a man to death, a braggart, a rogue who fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil keep me between us? I was hurt under your arm!
I thought all for the best.
Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint.
A plague on both your houses! They have made words meet of me.
And soundly too. Your houses.
This man, the prince's near ally, my very friend, had got his mortal hurt on my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt slander. Tybalt, that hath an hour been my kinsman. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor steel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, brave Mercutio, is dead. That gallant spirit hath aspired the clouds, which too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. Thus begins the woe that others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again!
Alive and in triumph, Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respective lenity and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Now, Tybalt, take us back the villain that thou hast late gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little ways above our head, waiting for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy, disconsort him here, shall with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away! Be gone! The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will duly death if thou art taken.
Oh, unfortunate fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Which way ran he that killed Mercutio? Tybalt, that murderer, which way ran he?
Here lies that Tybalt.
Up, sir, go with me. I charge thee in the prince's name. Obey.
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I can discover all the unlikely menage of this fatal wrong. There lies that man, slain by young Romeo. That slew thy kinsman. Brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, Tybalt, oh cousin, oh my brother's child, oh prince, oh cousin, oh husband, prince, as thou art true, for blood of ours shed blood of Montague.
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo, thou spoken fair, bade him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. All this uttered with calm look, gentle breath, knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with the unruly spleen of Tybalt. Death to peace! He tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast, who all is hot and steadily point to point, with the martial scorn with one hand beats cold death aside, and with the other sends it back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo cries loud, hold, friends, friends, part! And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down with fatal points, and twixt them rushes underneath his arm and enemy's thrust from Tybalt. It's the life of stout Mercutio. And then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge. And to it they go like lightning, for ere I could count apart them was stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. He speaks not true, affection makes him false.
slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Now Romeo, Prince, he was but Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your harsh proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls doth lie bleeding. But I'll immerse you with so strong a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers can purge out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he's found that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.